Help us build Charlton's future.
The Charlton Park 2020 committee needs the support of the Charlton community, but the wider community, because the Charlton community is only a small community, so we need ex-residents and the support of business, for example, to make sure that our dream of raising another $500,000 will come to fruition. If we go back in time, in 1990 when the stadium was built, the community raised about $250,000. In today's figure, that's $550,000. In 2002, the community raised about $750,000 for the community bank. So we think we've got the capacity to raise that extra $500,000, but we need the wider community to support us.
I think it just adds to the whole feel of the community. It brings us together at a sporting level, but also at a social level. Netball, hockey, football, harness, AMP, cricket, and on the site even we have tennis and angling club and golf, ladies golf. So to me that's great. That's a great demographic of age groups of people who are really deserving of having the opportunity to have a hub where we can all be together and celebrate, living in a small country town.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for the Charlton community to support it. It's a project that needs doing. There's a conglomeration of old buildings at the Charlton Park. Some are in very poor repair. They're subject to flooding. So we want to see a modern, user-friendly building established here that's out of the flood zone, and it'll serve the community for the next 50 years.
Well, it'll complete three major pieces of infrastructure for the town since the 2011 flood. The new hospital, the new trade training centre and the community facilities at Charlton Park. It will provide a number of economic benefits, so it will be able to, once established, be used as a conference centre. In terms of the social impact on the town, it will bring the community together into this new facility, and it will have an economic effect, I believe, as well. It may create some extra jobs as well.
Well, the community bank came forward with their $500,000 as a starting point, and they committed that to the project as long as we could match that with community funds and sporting organisations and eventually government grants. And we've achieved all those goals, and they've set aside that $500,000. But the scope of the building is quite large because of the number of user groups that are involved, and that's to satisfy the requirements of all those groups. It's a substantial building, and it needs the wider support of our total community.
Yep. Charlton Park 2020, of course, will be more than just a home for sporting groups. There'll be opportunities for, functions, weddings, 21sts, something that we've sort of struggled with, school formals. It also has a bigger scope to work with business in terms of conferencing, perhaps even, broader again, having regional meetings of different groups, making this part of Victoria somewhere that people will come to use our facilities and to promote, whether it be their business or local government or the broader scope.